Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Raspberry.
And I'm Ripple, and I'll tell you what, I keep mucking this up, but thanks to everyone who watched the last video, we appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed last video, and we hope you enjoyed today's video. There we go, I finally got it right.
In today's video, we're going to review Rico, developed by Groundshatters and published by Rising Star Games. This review has been done on the Nintendo Switch.
How could we turn down the chance to review a first-person shooter on the Nintendo Switch? It ain't very often they come along, there ain't many. Anyway, Raspberry?
So let's get right into it and let's roll the intro.
Welcome to
Right, let's start off at the intro that the game actually provides. It's quite a good solid intro. I feel, obviously when you put the game in, you feel that it's a really good basis of a game to start from when you watch it from start of the intro to finish.
Only because you fancy Ellen Mirren.
Yeah, the lady at the start does look a bit like Helen Mirren.
She looks like Ellen Mirren.
You fully expect Bruce Willis to jump out with a gun and help you through the actual red.
What, with like a dirty vest and, you know, shooting everyone. Machine gun coming out of the elevator.
Yeah, well that's what you fully expect. As you can see on the intro, there's quite a lot of detail within the actual footage seen.
There's Ellen there, look.
During the game, I feel that this is let down a bit, where it's not transferred across from the intro into the levels.
Yeah, I don't know, I think... See this, with the outdoor levels, I think if they added a few more, like during our time with the game, most of the environments have been inside, in fact all of them, except for lockdown mode, which is the wave-based mode, which you'll see some footage of, I think really late in the video actually. But, you know, I can't say I really was too bothered with the lack of detail inside. I mean, the game served its purpose for me, but I know it bothered you.
Yeah, it bothered me quite a considerable amount that like in this video. There's bits on the table, pens, files, and it just wasn't transferred across into the actual gameplay when you enter the room, and it seemed very basic.
Don't forget, it's not a big developer that has made this.
No,
it's not a full price game. Although I know
I beg to differ, it's a full price game in my eyes.
There's the characters you can see here.
Characters here, you've got a Christine Wee to start off with, which is actually a female character, and she's an actual FBI agent. Then you've gone to Frank Walsh here. He's an Irish cop.
I think next up is Travis Walker, who was an ex-army ranger, and then next you've got Sophia Alvarez, who was a young detective in the San Amaro. She's from the area that the game takes place. So let's jump into the game.
It's a buddy cop first-person shooter inspired by modern action camera.
And this training mode that you can see here, the game structure is like a case mode, and it's designed so that you start a new case and you work all the way through, and if you fail that case, you're designed to start, like, I don't know, you're designed to play through it, finish it, then start a new case. Every time you start a new case, you have to do this training mode, which I wouldn't mind. It would be fine just doing it once. It's okay to do it once.
Yeah, it becomes very repetitive every time you do it, and there's nothing new other than obviously the dummies that you're seeing now that actually pop up, and it just feels like you have to do it just to proceed to that first level.
Just to get the merits.
To conquer certain guns, aspects and things that will come along there.
Because as you can see here, this is as you do stuff in the missions, you earn merits, which you use to buy new guns, weapons, add-ons to your guns.
Yeah, grenades and reviver. Reviver is a must-have. I feel in the actual game. Obviously, it brings you back to life, because once you die, that case is over. You have to start back from fresh.
Yeah, and you start with just the basic guns and everything. It's the way the game is designed that way, which is fine by me. I've played games like it before. I know Raspberry wasn't too keen on that way, but
no, I feel that you should have been able to come back, but it's the way they've designed it. There's nothing
I
taken
don't
away
think
from
you're
the game.
too keen on that type of game, are you?
No, not really.
I've played many like that, so.
With the actual cases that you do, you only get given 24 hours to crack that case, as part of obviously one of the Rico task force. So if you start it and you leave the game and then you go back to it, you've only got 24 hours to complete it. You can't, after the 24 hours, that's it, you've got to start a new case. So it's not like a game that you can save it and then go back to a week later, or you get 24 hours to complete it, which is, it's good in a way because it wants to keep you entertained.
Yeah,
But,
I liked it anyway. But as you can see, this is a bit of footage of me, I think, playing single player, which was okay. It's not bad single player. The premise is you go from room to room, you clear, you get little sub things to do, like headshot guys, destroy their assets, find the evidence, stuff like that. Single player, it's okay. I enjoyed it enough, but it's not the greatest single player experience in my eyes. I mean, I've played a lot worse.
I feel single players let it down quite a considerable amount. When I first played it, I was really looking forward to it. I thought, yeah, first person shooter, I want to get involved. And then once playing a single player mode, I felt it let down not just a considerable amount, it let down quite a lot.
What was it specifically that let you down?
It just made the repetitive of the rooms. You're constantly shooting against. It seems like that there was at least twins or triplets on every level.
Yeah, there isn't much variety in the enemy types, I must say. And almost everyone looks like they've just come out an Essex nightclub, to be fair with you. They've all got their Adidas on.
Yeah. Well, if you look outside the building, there'll be a line of Harley Davidsons along, where there'll be just complete motorbikes.
I was waiting for Gemma Collins to come out as the boss, to be honest.
But what are you saying about Gemma Collins being a boss? Gemma Collins is a female, which obviously this game I feel lacks a lot of female enemies as well. It just seems to me
there isn't any, is there?
Yeah, I haven't seen one female enemy, and the only good thing about it is that you can be, as you're seeing now on the screen, that there is female characters, 2 female characters that you can actually be. But other than that, it's just kick doors and shoot men, as they say.
This is where the game shines, though. Co-op mode.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could review the game just on co-op mode, I would really give it. I'd give it higher than what I'm going to give it. I really enjoyed our time with it.
Well, I discussed this with obviously Ripple, and with the first person, like first player mode, it really lacked. But after playing it as a co-op mode, it seemed to complete the game. It seemed to feel like...
your initial thoughts of the game were not great. After we played for a fair bit of co-op, you certainly changed your mind.
Yeah, it became more apparent that the game, it was more to it than what I first actually see. So please don't just put the game in, play it for like the single player and think, oh, it's not a good game.
No, there's definitely. Do you know what? The worst thing about the game is that it's there with work.
Yeah,
it could be so good.
If there was potential of updates or something they could add into it, then I can feel that this game there'd be more to add to it. And,
I think definitely the developer should keep the IP and maybe sequel or even, like you say, patches or something. You know.
Yeah, it like the weapons that you get. Obviously, once you've unlocked the weapons, you can use them through other modes. They do stay in the actual.
Yeah, like in the. I forget the name of the mode.
I think it's the traits that you get, and lockdown through lockdown. When you start a lockdown, you can choose the weapons that you unlock through single player and co-op that will be in your inventory, and your traits that you can actually add to a personal character that stay with you.
Yeah, that's a good. I did like that. That is very good. That as you level up, you can unlock certain traits that will maybe give you more accuracy, lower damage you take, stuff like that, and they carry over from case to case. You can choose 3 on your character, whichever character you choose, and you can change your character at any time. This is the lockdown mode that you're seeing now. I wasn't too impressed. I really like the environment though.
Yeah, the environment was quite different because you're outside and it's very nice. So the only modes that we've played has been confined within buildings. And you can see
there we go, he's in his Adidas suit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Look, it is in a blue Adidas suit.
It's like red and blue. You'll see it. Oh, there he goes.
There he is. He's just come out of a club in Chelmsford.
But the another thing is, obviously, you can shoot the characters like them two that have just been shot. But if they drop stuff like health and ammo,
oh, down the alley, you mean? Yeah, you can't get down there.
You can't get down there.
Yeah,
it's physically unable.
But
to get down there.
don't. You know, we've got to give our final thoughts now. So your final thoughts, Raspberry?
If I was just basing it on first person, first player, one player mode, it would have been a low score of a 4. But because obviously the multiplayer and other aspects of growing in the game, I'm going to give it an extra 1. I'm going to give it 5 scoops out of 10.
Okay, well, I'm going to say 6 out of 10 for me. And if I was basing just on the multiplayer, I'd probably give it a 7 or an 8 because multiplayer is really fun, but I've got to add the single player in, so I'm a 6 out of 10. But you know, I've got my fingers crossed for an update or a sequel. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you obviously for watching the video. If there's any comments that you'd like to add or anything that you feel that we could have done better, please do honestly comment, because obviously it does help us through our channel. Yeah, it really does, and we'll listen to them and respond best we can. And if you liked it, please like the video. If you disliked it, dislike it, and please subscribe.